from the internet. It's the Local Host Podcast with Mark Drew and Rob Dudley.
Hello from the internet. In this episode of the Local Host Podcast...
Mark, we're not on the internet, dude.
We're always on the internet.
No. Today, we're not on the internet. I mean, look around.
Shit. Where do they come from?
Reality.
Oh my God, reality has set in. We are actually not on the internet. You're right. In this special edition of the Local Host Podcast, we're going to come to you live from CFCamp conference in Munich, Germany. Excellent. We have a great show for you today, and unlike normal shows, we'll be doing something a little bit different. Mind you, every show is a little bit different, really. We'll be hosting a live quiz show. We have imaginatively called it Code Masters. Let's get on with the show. Welcome to Code Masters, a fun one-off quiz. Well, maybe we'll do it again in a decade.
We'll see whether or not we live.
Yes, yeah. If we make it through, might do it again. In which we get the experts and pickle the brains with conundrums, enigmas, and oddities related to web development that we have carefully selected from the four corners of the internet. They're locally sourced and artisanal. Rob Dudley and I, Mark Drew, are your hosts, and joining us today, we have some of the best minds of the web development community. Greetings to Gert Franz from Rasia, a consultancy based in the delicious chocolate country that is Switzerland. He's been known for being one of the people behind Rilo and now Lucy, and an expert coder. Please give him a warm welcome. Thank you. Joining Gert is Aaron Benton, an expert in the world of web development and NoSQL, a community leader for CouchDB. He is a mobile applications architect for shop.com in Greensboro, North Carolina, which I presume is in some colony. On the other side, give him a warm welcome before we go to... Thank you for coming over.
Thanks for having me.
On the other side, we have Andrew Jackson, our resident closure expert, a team leader, yoga instructor, and vegetarian barbecuer. He knows all about AWS, EC2, S3, RDS, and many other TLAs. Please bid him welcome. Thank you. And finally, we have our local German Kiwi, which is Kai Konig, an Android and web developer. Well, he's not an Android. He develops for Android, right? You get that, right? You're a web developer. A web developer extraordinaire and competition to the Local Host Podcast with two devs down under. So, grrr. He's a CTO of Zen Ex Machina. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay, great. And recently launched a startup in the field of digital and user experience consultancy. He also owns chickens and spends time looking at their bums.
It's actually vents, not bums.
Thank you for clarifying which end of a chicken
You're
I'm looking
most
at.
welcome, Mark.
They're the same end.
Oh, right. Okay, so now that we've got to meet our panel, let's go over what Code Masters is. So we'll be asking questions, and you'll get to answer by pressing your buzzer, the buzzer in front of you. So that everyone at home knows who's who, Gert goes, Aaron goes, Andrew goes, and Kai goes. Fantastic. Let's get on with the show. In the first round, which is WTF TLA, in this round we ask, what is the 3 or 4 letter acronym that we're saying? And I know before someone starts emailing in about what a TLA is, I do mean not in this capitalization of a letter, so don't be pedants. We all know what a TLA is, all right? I know that some of these might not be actually are acronyms, but anyway, let's get on with it.
Fingers on buzzers.
Fingers on buzzers, hand on microphone. You just have to tell me what each of these 3-letter acronyms means. So first one, HTML. Kai?
Hypertext markup language.
Yes. Point to Kai. Well done. It only gets harder. The hypertext markup language was invented in 1989 by Tim Berners-Lee. All praise to Berners-Lee. Next one. Good. CSS.
Cascading style sheets.
That's right. It was invented in 1994. Yeah, well done. Yeah, well done. Look at him. Look at him and his knowledge.
Front end and everything.
Yeah. Ooh. I know. I thought it was server side only around here. Right, that was cascading style sheets. That's right. It was invented in 1994. It was proposed in 1994 by Haken Wickham Lee, who worked with Tim Berners-Lee, our hero. All praise to Berners-Lee. Next one. Yes. I think it's puppy power over with Kai.
JavaScript.
Yes, well done. And can you tell us for an extra point who was invented by?
A guy from Mozilla, I think. Whatever his name was.
Anybody else? Yes, it's in 1994. It was invented in 1995 by Mark Anderson, who now spends lots of money. The next one is HTTP. Gert.
Hypertext Transport Protocol.
Close. Andrew.
Hypertext Transfer Protocol?
Yes, indeed. Can you tell me who invented
I
it?
said that. Mark, I said Hypertext Transport Protocol.
Transport, not transfer.
You said transfer.
You said transfer.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
No, you said transfer, not transfer.
It's my point.
It's his point, and he'll have it.
Forget it.
And it's invented by Tim Berners-Lee. We have hoods. Ready for the next one? ECMAScript.
I need one, apparently.
3, 2, 1. No one.
It's actually quite simple, but completely unrelated. I mean, ECMAScript is basically the new name for JavaScript, or the old name for the proper name for
The
JavaScript.
old proper newness.
The old
Yeah.
proper new name is like, it's like Prince when he changed his name to the symbol and then he changed it back to
The
Prince.
scripting language formerly known as.
The scripting language formerly known as is European Computer Manufacturers Association. How boring is that, right? Are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
PHP. Oh, Gert again.
I'm sorry that I know that.
It's PHP, by the way.
Actually, I knew it was personal homepage.
That's right. It's personal homepage, or now, as they've recursively named themselves, PHP Hypertext Processor.
Still didn't make it cool though.
Yeah, did not make it cool. All right, are you ready?
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Well, that knowledge is power. Next one. CFML. Kai.
Cold Fusion Markup Language.
Right, and it was invented by
Jeremy Allaire or his brother, I don't know.
you're
both
both
of them?
kind of right. Yeah, it's Jeremy and JJ Allaire back in 1995 for the Allaire Corporation, because why not name a company after your surname? You're ready for the next one. SOAP. Kai.
Simple Object Adapter Protocol.
Oh, so close.
So close. Anybody else?
3, 2, 1.
No, it's Simple Object Access Protocol. And who was it invented by? Anyone? Now, here's where the Star Wars, like, Darth Vader music comes in. It's by Microsoft.
Specifically some Git at Microsoft.
Yeah, some Git at Microsoft. In 1998. Fingers on your buzzers. Here comes the next one. YAML. Aaron.
Yet another markup language?
That's right. It's been invented by Clark Evans in 2001, when we should have been throwing bones at monoliths. I think that's what happened in 2001. Next question. REST. Aaron.
Representational... damn.
No, it's not quite representational. Damn it.
Kai.
Representational State Transfer.
That's right. Hey, well done. It was invented by Roy Fielding in 2000 for his PhD.
He works for Adobe, actually.
Does he?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah. Give him an extra point for Kai. Didn't Aaron get
Yes! I'm kind of tempted to dock him a point for being a smart ass. Okay, extra point.
Extra points. Fingers on your buzzers. The next one is API. Good.
Application Programming Interface.
Would you like to say that again?
Application Programming Interface.
That's right. Invented by nobody.
Or everybody.
Or everybody. Then fingers on yours or somebody else's buzzer. So, NPM. Oh, that's very close, but it's the same team. So,
Node Package Manager?
that's right. And can you tell me who it was invented by?
The Internet?
Oh, yeah. By left pad users everywhere. No, it's by Isaac Z. Schuler in 2010.
There is some controversy. I have it on authority from the CTO of the guys who maintain NPM that actually it's not an acronym.
Oh, bugger off. Really?
Just saying.
Well, what is it then?
Well, no, clearly it stands for No Package Manager. But they deny that that's what it stands for.
No package manager? No, all right, fair enough. And finally, the next one, WDAWKT.
What?
WDAWKT. I did lie. It's going to have longer than 3 and 4 letter records. 2.
2, 1.
It's a very famous podcast by Rob Dudley called We're Drunk and We Know Thing. A People's Choice Award-winning podcast by Mike and Rob. Fantastic,
See
thank
how
you.
famous it is. Nobody knew it.
Right.
Oh yeah, twist the knife, Gert. Twist the knife.
It's a people's choice. I mean, you don't know what choice they had, right? Death or podcast?
Death or
Cake.
That podcast. Yeah, the award-winning podcast.
Yeah.
Cake of death. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to the next section. Yeah, we're out of cake. We're
Before
not.
we go on to the next section,
Yeah. What do you?
so that people know where we stand at the
Okay.
end of
all
that
right.
round.
At the end of that round, what's the scores on the
Kai's
doors?
in the lead by 50 points.
Gert and Aaron are on 5. Marginal lead for Andrew and Kai with 7.
The next section of our quiz show is called CFANAGRAMS. So in this round, we've jumbled up the letters in the names of some well-known people in the CFML world that I'm pretty sure all of you will know, and your task is simply to decrypt them.
Ben Forta. Sorry.
How do you make Ben Forta out of CFANAGRAMS? All right, so first to decrypt, press your buzzer and let me know what you get. Are you ready? Go.
Ben Nadell.
Well done. One of the most famous CFMLs ever. Now Adobe's senior director of... no. That's... no. No. No.
You're looking at the wrong slide now.
I'm looking at the wrong side.
Well, everybody knows who Ben Nadell is, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
We'll move on.
good.
He's the first hit when you search anything. He's, I don't know.
Ben
Yeah.
Forta.
Yes, and he's a lead. Yeah, fart. So the clue is fart burn. These have got mixed up. Thank you, Google Slides. All right, let's see if the next one is Madame Acorn.
3, 2.
Aaron.
Adam Cameron.
Well done. Yes, that's right.
Adam Cameron.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a CFML pundit and critic extraordinaire. He likes PHP now nearly as much as he likes fine beer. Right, are you ready for the next one? Frolic as Eden. There's only one S in it. Andrew.
Sean Caulfield.
That's right. Well done. Closure and CFML long stayer, owner of Cats, and an every big company ever. He's been in Adobe and every other company. Anyway.
He has been on the advisory committee.
Of some company. Yeah, something. Are you ready for the next one? Mary Lee Lai Jar. Mary Lee Lai Jar.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Andrew got it first. What
I don't actually know the answer. I was going to say Jeremy someone. But
point for Andrew?
Jeremy Allaire.
Yeah. Point for Gert.
Okay. Wrote some web server programming language and streamed some movies, I think. That's
The reason why we do.
yeah, maybe. Ready? No Mad Mac ear. Gert.
I'm sorry, wrong. I thought it was Raymond Camden, but it's not.
No Mad Mac ear. Andrew.
Adam Cameron again.
That's right. It's Adam Cameron.
Donald Adam Cameron.
Are you ready for the next one? Shall we go? Okay. As her hat shrink. Yes.
I need, but I can't remember his surname.
No.
No.
Okay.
Rashid.
Whatever his last name is.
Just take the letters you have left.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's good.
Okay, we'll give a half point. It is Rakshith Naresh, product manager for the most bulletproof software that has survived more deaths than Chuck Norris. It has died every year but come back. It makes a season of The Walking Dead seem tame. I hope you're ready for the next one. Dog MIFF TART. Andrew.
Matt Gifford.
That's right. Hey. The API specialist and run extraordinaire of the CFML world.
Where's the dog?
Yeah. Hey, monkey dog. I'm sure that 80% of the CFML code on GitHub actually is on his repo. I hope you're ready for the next one. Jail us MOAN.
Luis Mano.
That's right, Aaron. He's into the box and out of the box, in command of the box and cold in the box. He's forged and contained in a box too. Are you ready for the next one? A mad romance. Kai.
Adam Cameron.
Yes, it is. Okay.
How many of these do we have?
Oh, this is it. This is the whole night. I went through the speaker list of this conference, the speaker list of Adobe Max, the speaker list of... No. Ready for the next one?
Adam Cameron is not speaking anyway.
Here, high lame chant. High lame chant.
3, 2, 1.
Nope. It's Michael Nat, the most awesome person that's organized this. Michael Nat organized the best conference in CFML in Germany, in Munich, ever. Without whom, none of this would be possible. So thank you again. A big applause for Michael Nat again.
But why do you come up with lame?
Acronym maker, man. And the other ones were really rude and Right, you ready for the next one? Damned acronym. Oh, Andrew.
Adam Cameron.
No.
Raymond Camden.
That's right, Raymond Camden. Can you say it in the microphone?
Raymond Camden.
That's right. The CF Jedi Master himself, the man that started it all. Well, he didn't start it all, but he's the one that really spread the word of Cold Fusion. And where would it be without him? He's now at IBM. Thank you very much. And that's the end of this round.
Hey.
How are the scores on the
No, don't do that.
Yeah, okay.
Don't make me that.
What are the scores for our teams?
Exactly the same as the previous round, which means that Gert and Aaron are now on 10, Andrew and Kai, 14.
Hey! Okay, we now change pace to a more leisurely, laid-back pace to the factoid round. The factoid round.
Facts.
The facultative round. No one at home is going to see this, but now they will know that I mistyped something. Thank you. In this round, we will ask our participants to tell funny or interesting stories. There are no right or wrong answers, but we'll give credit where credit is due. So, the first question, what was the best comment in code that you've ever seen in your working career?
Well, I don't know if I can... Oh, sorry.
Gert?
I don't know if I can mention the company, but anyway, we had a company that wanted us to check any kind of problems that they had. And anyway, they were commenting the code, and our developer has changed the code because he hated that company. And he changed the code to say, Sorry. Is this broadcasted in America?
Probably it's podcasted. Internet.
Well, then it
makes
is
America.
F.K, the word. I don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say.
You can say it, but this will be marked as explicit.
Okay, fuck that company, and then the timestamp. So when we commented the code, the timestamp went into the code as a comment, and it said, fuck your company, timestamp, and then we commented it. And then we got an email back later on saying, hey guys, if you don't like our products, please, choose something else, because it just said "fuck your company."
Oh yeah,
the company name of that company we were working with.
Well, yeah,
yeah. It was just because somebody changed the timestamp of his own time in Windows. So it happens.
Any other best comments you've seen in your code? Nothing. I had one that I put that had to say, "My boss made me do this." So that people, because you can blame people and they're like, "Oh, what's this code?" I said, "No, they made me do this. I did not want this to be here. Couldn't do it."
There's one. There's one. We'll fix this later.
Oh, yeah. the
classic.
I guess that's a typical thing. This is a quick hack.
Yeah.
Solve later.
Yeah, which I've seen in 10-year-old code bases, and that is still running in production.
I'm sorry, but I think there is one, a famous one from Apache Tomcat, where it says something like, "This is the email address of the master programmer or whatever." So he got spammed by thousands of emails because that was the default email which it fell back to if something happened.
Oh, really?
And that was in the comment. We'll fix this
Apache
later
web
with a
server.
real email address.
Oh, wow. Aaron.
Because Ben Forta said so.
What would Ben Forta do? This. Okay, thank you for those lovely rounds. I think, Gert's taken the point, obviously, and Aaron 1 point. The credit where credit is due.
Behind anyway.
Just in case anybody's wondering how...
You're taking a special
Poor you,
part.
Gert.
Just in case anybody's wondering how the scoring system works, we're pretty much making this up as we go along.
Yeah. Which is
at
how
least
everyone
3,
lives life,
maybe
right?
6.5 points.
The good thing about that is you can always declare you won even though you lost. That's good.
That's right.
Speaking of winning, what's the prize for the winner?
Your adulation of the audience.
Fame and glory.
Okay. That is a bit disappointing.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever... Oh, you already did your presentation. That's why you can be nasty to the audience. Your best programmer joke. Do you know a programmer joke? I'd like to hear one.
I think programming is a serious business. We shouldn't make jokes about it.
Here.
Yes. No, let's move on. No jokes about programming.
Hang on.
I got one
Unless
for
it's
you,
really
Mark.
funny.
Aaron?
You should never hold your farts in, because that's where shitty ideas come from.
Someone has to tell that to the president. Next one. The worst code standard that you had to follow. No?
I didn't have to follow that personally, but I think the worst code standard is kind of Ben Nadel's formatting of code.
Oh, God, yeah. You work on CFLint, right? So can you do a definition that if your code does not meet the Nadel standard?
I'm pretty sure someone at some point wrote like a code formatter that actually takes arbitrary CodeFusion code and formats it that it looks like Ben Nadel's code formatting in his blog.
And there was a presentation by Terry Ryan when he was still product manager.
Yes, exactly, yes.
And Terry Ryan, no, it was just the other way around. He said this tool was called Debenify.
Yeah,
It was called Debenify,
something like that, yes.
and it took the code which was formatted in Ben Nadel's code style and just created normal code out of it.
Yeah, something like that. I remember that, yeah.
Single spacing.
Single space
Indentation.
Single space indenting.
Single space indentation.
Oh, that gets all the points.
Credit.
I should get like triple points for that.
Yeah.
Steady.
I have another one. Comment your code.
The horrible code standards. Commenting your code. All right. And finally is what's the strangest misconception that you've heard about ColdFusion? The audience says is dead. Yeah. Any other misconception?
Well, I don't know whether it's a misconception. I don't know if it's a misconception, but I was at really a very, very big, large company once, and I was presenting, back in the days it was Rilo, and at the end I got the questions from the audience, and they said, do I need to install Cold Fusion to run Rilo?
At the end of the presentation.
At the end of the presentation. So that was really a very big misconception.
To be fair, I think Gert should get the point for that. That's
Yeah,
actually
fair
a
enough.
really bad one.
Okay, the next one you can start singing Su Studio. No, CSS Studio is the next section, is the CSS round. And that's right, Phil, in which we ask, is this a valid color? In CSS, you can have named colors. So I'm just going to ask you if these are valid colors. Are you ready? This is a little warm-up round. Fingers on the buzzers, hand on the microphone. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Andrew?
Yes.
That's right. It's green. Ready
They get
for the next
harder.
one? That was the easy one. That was just to get you warmed up, find where your buzzer is. Are you ready for the next one? Tomato. Aaron. Shit.
No.
Yes.
It is a valid color.
I may have picked up on a flaw with this particular round.
So you don't get a point,
I didn't know that there was a
but you didn't buzz in time.
What?
You did buzz in time.
But you didn't give the answer before I gave the answer.
Doesn't matter, but he is the first one to
Well,
buzz.
no, but he said yes, it was. It did buzz.
You buzzed. Yeah.
No, he did buzz.
You have to buzz to answer.
But you know, there is a flaw. You should allow one answer with this one.
Yeah, there's only one answer.
Yeah, so first buzzer, wait until you're indicated and you will get to answer. Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Well,
'Cause it's
person
fairly
that
easy
answers it
otherwise.
right gets a point.
Okay, next. What do we got?
Are you ready? This is my favorite one. Dark golden. Andrew.
Yes.
That's right. Dark goldenrod is a color. This monitor's not doing it right. Are you ready for the next one? Mystic black. Andrew.
No.
You're right. It's not a color.
We haven't played this round because it's just fun watching.
Ready for the next one? Papaya whip.
No.
It is actually a color. So you're literally
You're actually you're gonna lose a
You're
point.
hacking the system.
But the good thing is they don't get the point either.
No. You're going to lose a point.
Yeah, you lose a point. Yeah.
You can't make that up.
I can, because we're running this quiz.
Which bit of arbitrary scoring are you not on board with? Hey man, do you want to leave some more?
We were elected by an electoral college. We can do what we want.
Kai, it's his podcast. He can do
I can
whatever
do
he
what.
wants.
When I'm on your podcast, you can change the rules. But when you're on my podcast now.
will.
All right. Next one. Are you ready? Fingers on the buttons. You lose a point or you win a point. Chuck Norris. It's not a proper color, but if you did use it as a color, it's this color. So just to let you know that you can actually use. So now I want you to guess which color are Charlie Earhart. You can get it within the right kind of shade. You don't have to get it into the perfect one. Andrew.
Grey.
No, he's a bright red. Slightly less red than Chuck Norris. Just saying. He's almost Chuck Norris. So are you ready for the next one? Kai Konig, which color are you on the CSS scale, darling?
Green.
Yeah.
It needs to be green.
Oh, no, this is... Yes?
Blue.
No, he is also red, slightly darker than... Yeah. Next one, Andrew Jackson.
Red.
Yes.
Magnolia.
What color is magnolia when it's at home?
Red.
Red? I think
He's a
Aaron,
darker shade
Aaron
of
might have figured this one out.
Yeah. Okay, and finally, Gert Franz. Yes.
It's a red.
No. Points off. He is blue.
I have to drink a little more. German. Blau. Yes.
And that's right, that's the end of that round. And how do we stand on the scores?
I had to invent a new form of maths, but I believe that as things currently stand, Gert and Aaron hanging on to their lead with 19, Andrew and Kai trading ever so slightly with 16.
But anyway, it's made up anyway, so.
What do you think? Is this like an American election or something?
No, it's American press conference.
False points, man. False points.
Well, then deduct some points.
That's fake news.
Sad.
Tried that, didn't work.
Enough of the politics. Let's go on to the next part, which is what's your status? In this round, we're going to get back to basics. We're looking at the status codes that servers respond to when something happens, or something like the sarcastic response my wife gives me when I make stupid requests. Single-threaded or multiplex, which way do you swing? In this round, we ask, what's your status code? Let's start off with some easy ones. And are you ready for your status code? Gentlemen, fingers on the buzzers. 100.
Really?
It doesn't start with 0.
Oh, is it?
It starts with 100. That's literally the first status code.
Bank statement.
There are only 3 status codes within this: 100, 101, and 102. I already started.
Informational?
Too late.
Well, not really. We didn't do the whole countdown thing.
All right.
So,
fair
yeah,
enough.
you get a point.
You're right. He gets a point. It's informational. It's the shortest one. Basically, it just says, "Yep, I'm working on it, doing it." It's not 200. Yep. It's It's just a Roger that. Okay. Next one. Can you guess? 200. Aaron. Oh.
Okay.
It's standard response for is okay, exactly. You get a response back when you did something right. And the next one is Andrew, 300.
Multiple choices.
That's right, indeed. Indicates multiple option for the resource that the client may follow.
Are we allowed to use phones to look up the answers?
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay. So that's not what you're doing right now?
So, for instance, it could be used for different options of a video format, right? So you have multiple choices. You haven't given me enough information to fill the request. Next one, 400.
Okay, you put your glasses on, dude. Come on.
Yeah, put
Bad request.
Yeah, can you put minus? Minus.
Oh
3
yeah,
points.
unlock it. Go on. What is? Oh, look at list of HTTP status codes.
Yeah. So because there's cheating there's Russian hacking in our process. So
Right,
we all
I'm
have
taking
all
these
time
2 points
table.
and I'm moving them over here.
Oh, nice.
There
so
we go.
you just got some points. So 400. Anyone? Aaron.
Bad request.
Okay, the request cannot be fulfilled due to bad syntax. And the next one, can you guess what it is 500.
500. Error.
Andrew.
Server error?
That's right, a generic error message given when no more specific message is suitable. Next 100, 600. No, there isn't 600 codes. That was a joke.
Too bad.
HTTP status joke. Yes.
Wow.
Tough audience. Wow. All right, next one. 404.
Aaron got it.
Not found.
That's right. But it might be available again in the future, which is a very positive. It's like, I didn't find it just now. They might find it behind the cushion, but
It's like your car keys, you know.
yeah.
Your
In the
will
future,
to
it
live.
might be there, right? Let's go up the status code. Next one is 410.
3, 2, 1.
It's gone.
Gone.
Yep. It means that this resource, unlike 404 that's not there, has actually gone, left the building. It will never be back.
So that's Elvis.
Yeah, and it should be
Elvis is
removed.
410, man. Yeah.
Elvis is
No, but he might be coming back. But it's like it means that the resource should not be cached. Search engines should delete it from their cache, and everything else. Are you ready for the next one? 418.
I'm a cheapo.
And the winner is a person in the audience.
Right, we'll start a new bit of the score sheet. So that's a point
for the audience.
For the audience.
Yeah, exactly right. It's the 418 code is one of the traditional IETF April Fool's jokes as part of the hypertext coffee pot control protocol.
What?
Yeah, because the thing is, like, if you're sending messages to the coffee pot to make coffee, if you actually send that request to a teapot, it has to respond with something. saying that I can't make coffee because I'm a teapot. There are various different methods in the coffee pot protocol.
It
One
makes
of them is
perfect
brew.
sense.
Yes, one of them is brew. The other one is filter, I believe, and etc.
What the methods? Yeah,
Yeah, the methods in the
brew,
hypertext-
filter, and perk, which is short for percolate.
Oh.
Percolate.
Awesome. Yeah. Right. Next, the 420 protocol. Close.
You're stoned?
I am not.
Okay, this hasn't turned into an audience participation thing, has it?
Yeah.
Right, so, panelists, any idea at all? 3, 2, 1.
It's the Twitter response for enhance your calm. If you like overdo your quota in the search, it says just chill out a little bit. And it's the American joke. 420 is the code for marijuana.
It's the weed holiday.
It's a holiday, yes.
Sorry, it's like a time, right? Daily.
What is 503?
Although no one knows.
20 is high.
Yeah.
Then it'd be
Oh, I've been doing that wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 503 is going to be one of the next.
Okay, next one. Are we ready for the next one? Are we arguing? Do you want clarification?
Oh, good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I just tried to articulate myself.
No one's heard that in the podcast, so like Gert was mumbling. That's the great thing about having a mic. Next one. 451. Well,
No pooping on the grass.
close.
It's a good guess.
By the way, for the people at home, we're putting pictures of dogs, which are the wonderful HTTP status dogs for each of the things. Because going contrary to conference law that everyone uses pussycats and cats, I'm using dogs in my slides. Thank you very much.
I wonder why.
I have no idea. Anyway, 451. Anyone?
So is this like get off my lawn type thing?
No.
It's like no dumping.
No. No. Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1. Is unavailable for legal reasons. It means that if someone's taken it down, it means that it's not being shown for actual legal reasons. So censorship or government-mandated blocked access. 451 comes from Fahrenheit 451, the Ray Bradbury book, which I believe about burning books, which also the film Equilibrium was based on, which was great.
Are there any statistics on how often those status codes are used?
No.
That would be interesting, Fab.
We probably use them more here than they've had actually.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
So, thank you. So that's the end of that round. And I want to say thanks to HTTP Status Dogs, which is httpstatusdogs.com, for all the lovely pictures that, if you are listening at home, you should go and check out and enhance your calm. The next section. Oh, before we go into the next section, what are the scores? Shall we see how badly they did?
After a little bit of fancy smartphone footwork, Andrew and Kai could have done a lot better than their 17, and they're being beaten thoroughly at this point by Gert and Aaron on 24.
Wow. Well done. Yeah. It's only because I got caught, yes.
It's like my grandma used to say, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, don't get caught.
Unavailable service.
So the next section, if you guys would like to put your phones away.
No, we just checked 503 because we were sure that everyone knows 503, but we didn't. So.
The next part is called Hello World. In this round, your task is very, very simple. We shall be showing you some code, and you just have to tell us which programming language it was written in. The code is simple. I'm not doing like factorial stuff. It will literally print out Hello World. So, are you ready? Fingers on the buzzers. Look at your screens. First code. That's Andrew.
PHP.
Why do you know that?
Nope.
No. Oh, thank goodness.
Aaron.
ASP?
Yes, indeed. It's ASP.NET.
And classic ASP.
It's classic ASP.
That's like college.
Can you use the microphones, please? Because, like...
ASP?
Yeah, thank you. Have one hand on the microphone just so that you can be ready to just point it.
It's going to get awkward. We've got one microphone and two of them.
I know, but
We're going to be
you can
holding
just-
hands.
You can just
We both
lean
don't need to
in.
hold the microphone, do we?
You don't have to hold each other's hands on the microphone. You just have to speak in the microphone. All right, are you ready? Next one coming up in 3, 2, 1, go. Good.
Basic.
That's right. It's basic.
Basic.
Okay, next one. 3, 2, 1. Gert again.
Lucy.
Yes, Rob.
Yeah, you're calling him because he can hear you, right?
CFML, actually.
Ah, yes. So actually, we have it marked as cold fusion.
Hang on.
But I think your definition of the language will get you a point, and you have a point because you're factually correct. Okay. Right. Are you ready for the next one? Andrew.
Brain fuck?
That's right.
It is.
The language of moving positional pointers in memory. I think I've got it right. We might have to debug that later.
Any volunteers for when we decide that we need to debug that?
Are you ready for the next one?
Kobo?
Yep, the person in the audience.
Exactly,
Thank you very much. Yes, Kai. All right, please try to shout out.
Just
afterwards.
restrain yourselves until we've done the whole 3, 2, 1 biz, and then we'll put it open to the audience and you can all show
the
off.
audience can shout out. All right, are you ready for the next one? Contestants. Ready? Go. Gert Franz.
Is it Pascal?
No. 3, 2, 1. Anybody?
C.
No.
Visual Basic.
No.
No. You're right, Delphi.
Well, hang on. Sorry, that's Pascal.
It was Delphi.
Oh, yes, it is. Turbo Pascal turned into Delphi.
Well, it's Delphi. It wasn't Turbo Pascal.
I was programming it. No.
And that's why we put it in this slide, because I thought you'd get it.
Because, the thing is, I learned Delphi by telling everyone.
Well, I learned Delphi by everyone telling me that's Pascal for Windows.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway,
Well, that's Delphi.
it's okay. It's Delphi, yes.
Okay. Next code. Are you ready? Fingers on buzzers, hands on mics. Gert Franz.
Java.
No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
3, 2, Aaron?
See?
Nope.
Andrew.
JavaScript.
No.
3.
2.
Okay, well, the last person. You don't get multiple guesses now.
C++?
No.
Nope. Anybody from the audience recognize this one? Huh?
No. Don't put your hands up.
No, put your hands up. It's great. It's organised.
Actually, yeah. Put your hand. Yes.
Yes!
Well done. You win a sticker. You win a local host sticker. Come and get it after the show. There's plenty. Next one. Are you ready? Fingers on buzzers, hands on mics. Andrew.
Java?
No. That's a
C Sharp?
This is all the code that's required to print out, hello world.
It wouldn't fit if we did it in Java.
No.
We need a bigger screen. Kai.
Isn't it Kotlin?
Yes.
Yes.
It is. What is it? Kotlin. Apparently, Gert's never heard of Kotlin. Would you care to enlighten the audience?
You've never heard of Kotlin? Dude, unbelievable. Kotlin is a aesthetically typed JVM language that recently got promoted by Google to be the next official language for Android, next to Java.
Since I'm an Apple user, I don't get it.
Oh, God.
Hey.
Kotlin was
Each one to
invented
their own
by the
corners.
guys at JetBrains,
Yeah,
right?
Thanks.
Kotlin
for the
comes
drink.
from JetBrains. It was an internal language called Project K, and then it
I see what
went
they
from
did there.
Was it Project K? Too?
Yeah. Kotlin. It's actually an island in the Gulf of Finland, right next to St. Petersburg, where the JetBrains headquarters is.
Oh, that's nice to know. Okay. All right. So I knew there was going to be someone on the panel that might know the answer. Okay, are you ready for the next one? Fingers on buzzers, hands on mics. Gert Franz.
Java.
Yes, that's right. Well done. We didn't need a full screen, but it's just about.
Close.
Next one. Fingers on buzzers. Gert Franz.
Flex.
Yes, that's right.
It's MXML, it's not Flex. Flex is the technology.
What does it say?
But I will say it's Flex because there is no other interpreter for that apart from Flex. Was it? So it's like if
it doesn't matter. You're asking for the language.
Who was I talking to last night?
It's like CFML.
Hang on. Who was I talking to last night who wrote one? I think there is another interpreter.
Yeah, give it to Kai. It's fine.
I think points all round. There we go.
all right.
Here in Europe, here in Switzerland, we're neutral.
Use the mic.
Sorry.
Okay, next one. Fingers on buzzers, hands on mics. Aaron.
Okay.
No, very close.
3, 2, 1. Mark, what is this language called?
Hang on, audience.
Audience, what is this language called?
Brain fuck or okay? Okay.
No?
It's ook.
Ook.
Yeah. It's exactly what it says. It says ook.
Many times.
It's a joke esoteric programming language. It's identical to brainfuck, except that the instructions are changed into orangutan words. So,
To be clear, orangutan from the Discworld series, right? In case anybody doesn't know what the hell we're talking about.
yeah. Okay, fingers on buzzers, hands on mics. Andrew.
I better know this. Closure.
Yeah, that's right.
Which version?
All of them.
Okay. Next one. I think might be the final.
This is the last one.
Is it? All right. Are you ready for this one? Andrew.
White space.
That's right. It's a program called Whitespace, which is made up entirely of white space.
Spaces, tabs, and new lines
Spaces, tabs,
are
and new
the
lines.
only characters that you can
I
type.
presume
and
this is a variant of brainfuck.
It's very similar, yes.
Right. You can get all of those languages at the Hello World collection.github.io, so you can see any language and how you write it, and you can contribute to it because it's on GitHub. Anyway, that's the end of the show. Let's have a look at the scores.
Is that it? We're done?
We're done. That's it. The scores. The final scores. Thank you. This is the end of the show. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Who is the winner?
In traditional reverse order with 26 points. After a really, really good last round, it just wasn't quite good enough. Andrew and Kai. Meaning our winners this evening with 29 points. Wow. Gert and Aaron.
And thank you, the lovely audience at CFCamp 2017, and thank you, everyone, again. Thank you.
Thank you.